Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the play-by-play. Happy Friday evening. Hopefully, you're all enjoying your evening. Hopefully, you're all ready for the weekend coming up. We have a 3-game series with the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. Shout out to the folks in the chat. Make sure you all hit the like button on your way in. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to this channel. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel out. But the Yankees, Blue Jays should start here in about less than 5 minutes. How's everybody doing on this evening? We got William in the building. Sunil's in the building. John is in the building. What's up? What's up? What's up? So once again, like I said, the game will start here momentarily. How's everybody feeling on this Friday? Let's talk about it. So, Yankees, doing all right. They're playing good baseball, but they're also struggling a little bit at the same time. But I feel tonight, though, I feel good about tonight's game. Make sure you all do go vote in the poll that I put out. So looks like I have 6 votes, and 67% of you are over or have Carrasco pitching over 4 strikeouts tonight. So let's get more votes. Let's see what else people vote for. So let's talk about it. But how's everybody doing? Once again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe. If you're new to the channel, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. But the game, like I said, will start here momentarily. Yankees will take the field, and hopefully it's a good game. Hey, we got the little man Petruzzi in the building. What's up, little man? How's it going? But hopefully everybody's doing good. Yeah, do what you got to do there, Petruzzi. Let's go, Yanks. Owl says that's right, man. Let's go, Yanks. Nah, internet was fine for the most part. It was fine for the past month. For whatever reason, it's been kind of shaky today. Why that is, I don't know. But it hasn't. It's been good for the most part. So. Yeah, the game should start here in the next couple of minutes. But how's everybody doing? How did everybody feel about the NFL draft? I mean, while we're kind of waiting for the game to start, how did everybody feel about the NFL draft? Let me know in the chat who your favorite NFL team is. I know this is a baseball channel, but I know some of you folks watch football. Let me know who your favorite NFL team is, and then how did you feel about the players that your team drafted? I'm a Giants fan. I was very happy when they drafted Abdul Carter. That dude is legit. I can't wait to see him play. But Giants have a long way to go as far as being a good team again, being able to contend. What up, Desiree? Good to see you as always. Nah, you're good there, Beagle. But the game should start here momentarily. They're showing Meredith Marakovich talking right now. No, the connected them figured out. Let's see what the issue is. Okay. Interesting teams. Were you happy with the draft station, Dale? Were you happy with the Packers 49ers drafted? Let me know in chat. All right, let me pull up the game day here real quick. Hold on. There we go. There's a game day. Game will start here momentarily. Yeah, currently in a commercial break. So, but yeah, once again, let me know who your football team is, and let me know if you're happy with the players that they drafted. Let me know what you all are thinking. Is there a Tyler wide receiver out there? A what? They built the Great Wall of Tyler on the O line in 3 straight years. Tyler Guyton 2 years ago, Tyler Smith last year, and Tyler Booker this year. Yeah, I don't know, man. You're 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 boys. I don't really understand. He runs everything. College ball, as in college football, there, Al, or college? You're saying you like college football better? Well, it looks like we'll look at the batting order here for the Blue Jays. It's Bo Bichette, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Anthony Santander, George Springer, Andres Jimenez, Alejandro Kirk, Addison Barger, Ernie Clement, Nathan Lukes. Carlos Carrasco is on the mound for the Yankees. 2-1 record with a 6.53 ERA, 15 strikeouts, 7 walks. So let's see how he does in today's outing. He's very up and down. He's certainly inconsistent. But the game is underway. Carlos Carrasco is ready to go. And the first pitch to Bo Bichette is in there for a strike. It is strike 1 to Bo Bichette. It's an 0-1 count. So 0-1 count to Bo Bichette to start the game off here in the top of the first. Here's the 0-1. And it is grounded foul. The count now is 0-2. So quick 0-2 count here. Yankees defense today, folks. It is outfield is Cody Bellinger, Trent Grisham, Aaron Judge. In the infield, you got Oswaldo Cabrera, Anthony Volpe, Jazz Chisholm Jr., Paul Goldschmidt. At the dish, you got Austin Wells. DHing is Ben Rice. On the mound is Carlos Carrasco as he pitches a ball. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Bo Bichette. Let's see if Carrasco can get his first strikeout of the game here. Vlad Guerrero Jr. is waiting on deck. Here's the 1-2. And that is hit into center field, and that will drop in front of Grisham. And it's a leadoff single for Bo Bichette. And that'll bring up Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The Blue Jays have a base runner on. So now we have Vlad Guerrero Jr. At the plate, who signed a 14-year extension with the Toronto Blue Jays. And first pitch is a strike to Vlad Guerrero Jr. It's a 92-mile-per-hour sinker. So it's an 0-1 count here to Vlad Guerrero Jr. Carrasco sets. And here's the 0-1. And it is grounded foul. So 0-2 count here to Vlad Guerrero Jr. So similar to what happened with Bo Bichette. But his careers versus the Yankees since 2020. Numbers are good. So 0-2 count. Carrasco sets. And here's the pitch. It is low for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Vlad Guerrero Jr. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Vlad Guerrero Jr. Bo Bichette's on first base as Carrasco sets. And here's the pitch. It is 2-2 now. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count is even. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Anthony Santander is waiting on deck, who signed in the offseason with the Blue Jays, was a member of the Baltimore Orioles. And here's the 2-2. And it's a swing and a miss. And he struck him out. First strikeout of the game for Carlos Carrasco. So we have 1 out here in the top of the first with a runner on first. So that'll bring up Anthony Santander. As Carrasco checks over at first, here's the pitch. It is in there for a strike on a 4-seam fastball, 91 miles per hour. So no balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the first, runner on first here for the Blue Jays. As Carrasco throws over to first to check on Bichette. Bichette gets back to first base. So no balls, 1 strike, 1 out, runner on first. Carrasco sets and throws over to first again. That's a second throw over. John Tumpane is the home plate umpire. They say he is pitcher friendly. More outside strikes, more inside strikes on right-handed batters. So we'll see how he does behind the plate there. And here's the 0-1. Misses for ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike now to Santander. And we got my boy Ace in the building. Chia. Shout out to the Ace Avenue. Make sure you all go give him some love. I know he's doing a play-by-play on his channel. As Carrasco sets. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Anthony Santander. So Carrasco looking for his second strikeout of the game. And here's the 1-2. And that's a grounder hit to Volpe. There's 1. And there's 2. Double play, inning-ending double play. And we are moving to the bottom of the first. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors. And we are going to the bottom of the first. We are in a commercial break. So nice little start there for Carlos Carrasco. After giving up the hit, he strikes out Vlad Guerrero Jr. and then gets the double play on Santander. So Yankees will come to bat in the bottom of the first, and Trent Grisham will lead things off, which once again, Trent Grisham is back. He became a father. His wife gave birth to their child. So congratulations to Trent Grisham. So probably see a different Trent Grisham now. Probably see that dad strength. So from Trent. But we'll see. We'll see how things play out here in the bottom of the first. Jose Barrios is the pitcher for the Blue Jays, so he'll be coming to the mound, stepping on the mound here. And once the game resumes, I'll get the game cast back on. We are in a commercial break. Once again, thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you all hit the like button if you haven't yet. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. So where are we at on the poll? So it looks like 8 votes and 62% of you have said that Carrasco has over 4 strikeouts. All right. And Let's see how this Yankees lineup plays out. I mean, it's a little bit of a different lineup. I'm, like I said during the pregame, I actually like the lineup. I don't mind it at all. So, and Jose Barrios is on the mound for the Blue Jays. He's warming up. 1-1 record in 5 starts, a 5.02 ERA. So let's see how the Yankees bats fare against him. And we are back to the game here as Barrios is ready to go. And the first pitch, and Trent Grisham popping it up in foul territory. And it looks like Kirk makes the play. So 1 pitch, 1 out. So Grisham was got a little excited there. But Blue Jays defense, you got Nathan Lukes, George Springer, Addison Barger. In the outfield, in the infield, you got Ernie Clement, Bo Bichette, Andres Jimenez, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Anthony Santander is DHing. Alejandro Kirk is at the dish. And here we have the hot-hitting Aaron Judge, who is batting .415 in 25 games, folks. Putting up some insane numbers so far. What's up, Bill? How's it going? And it's an 0-1 count to Aaron Judge. So 1 out here in the bottom of the first. And here's the 0-1. And Judge fouls that back. It's 0-2 now. So a quick 0-2 count to Aaron Judge. And here's the 0-2. That is low. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Judge. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. And here's the 1-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. So the count is even. Barrios sets. Here's the 2-2. And he struck him out looking. Judge has struck out. Boot fans are booing. They didn't like that call. It is 2 outs here in the bottom of the first now, and that'll bring up Ben Rice, folks. So Ben Rice in 22 games, batting .288, 6 home runs, 11 RBIs, 1,005 OPS. And the first pitch to Ben Rice is ball 1. Ben Rice has looked pretty solid this season, folks. Glad to see that. Happy to see how he's coming around in this season so far. And here's the 1-0. That is in there for a strike. It is 1-1 now to Ben Rice. So 1 ball, 1 strike, bottom of the first, 0-0 game. There's 2 outs here in the bottom of the first, and the 1-1 is 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Ben Rice. And here's the 1-2. And he struck him out looking. Back-to-back strikeouts here for Jose Barrios. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the New York Yankees. And we are going to the top of the second. 4, 5, 6 batters coming up. Springer, Jimenez, and Kirk. We are going to a commercial break. Top of the second will be coming up. So Yankees go down in order. So let's see what Carrasco does in the top of the second. I'm going to go ahead and take a small break myself. Don't go anywhere, folks, and I will be right back. All right, folks, we are back to the game here. Carrasco is back on the mound, top of the second. Starts here as George Springer is at the plate. And does he get hit? No, he doesn't get hit. Almost did. That pitch was way inside, so it's 1 ball, no strike to George Springer. As Carrasco set, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to George Springer. So it's a 1-1 count to Springer. Carrasco sets. Here's the pitch. Did he go? First base umpire said he did not. So it's 2 balls, 1 strike now to George Springer. And here's the 2-1. And that ball is popped up in foul territory. It looks like Oswaldo Cabrera is right there to make the play. And he makes the play for out number 1. Second, and that'll bring up Andres Jimenez, who was traded from him. So let's see what Jimenez does in his first at bat here against Carrasco. And the first pitch is in there for strike 1. So it's an 0-1 count to Jimenez. So no balls, 1 strike, 1 out here, top of the second. Here's the pitch. And Jimenez hits that to center field, and Grisham makes the play, making it look smooth as always for out number 2. So 2 quick outs here in the top of the. Let's see if Carrasco could make this a 1-2-3 inning. As Carrasco gets the signal, he sets. Here's the pitch. And it's a check swing foul. We have Alejandro Kirk to Kirk. So 2 outs here in the top of the second. Carrasco trying to make this a 1-2-3 inning. And that pitch was a ball, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike now to Alejandro Kirk. Carrasco sets. And here's the 1-1. And it's a grounder hit to Volpe. Nicely played. Throws over to first and gets him out for out number 3. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Carlos Carrasco. And we are going to the bottom of the second. Volpe with a nice stop. Gets back up, makes the play, throws him out. Bottom of the second coming up here soon, folks. We are in a commercial break again. So good inning so far for Carrasco. 1-2-3 inning. So this is how you want him to pitch. You want him to keep the pitch count down, and then you want him to have these 1-2-3 innings. You want him to have some quick innings. So let's see what the Yankees bats do here in the bottom of the second. You got the 4, 5, and 6 batters coming up. So you got Goldschmidt, Bellinger, and Jazz coming up. So yeah, I mean, I know, this glove is good at shortstop, but his bat, on the other hand, he needs a big bounce back year. And so far, I mean, we're not exactly seeing it. So, I guess only time will tell, for me, I've been saying it. It's certainly a make or break year for him. Right. So, but we'll see what the Yankees do here in the bottom of the second when they come up to bat Again, your 4, 5, 6 batters are coming up. So and it looks like we are back to the game here as Goldschmidt is taking his practice swings here. Cody Bellinger right there behind him. All right, and back to the game we go. And Goldschmidt steps into the batter's box. He is ready to go. Jose Berrios is back out there. He's looking to try to make this another 1-2-3 inning. I'm sure the Yankees would like to do some damage here. Goldschmidt with a 383 batting average so far this season. And the pitch to Goldie. First pitch is a strike. It is 0-1 to Paul Goldschmidt. And here's the 0-1. Count now is 1 ball, 1 strike to Paul Goldschmidt. It's a 1-1 count to Paul Goldschmidt. Jose Berrios sets. Here's the pitch. And that is called a strike. It is now 1 ball, 2 strikes to Paul Goldschmidt. As Cody Bellinger is waiting on deck. And here's the 1-2. And Goldschmidt fouls that back, staying alive. What's up, Bradley? How's it going there, bud? So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Goldschmidt. Berrios sets. Here's the pitch. And gets a piece of it. So still staying alive. Yeah, during the 8-game hit streak for Goldschmidt, 452 batting average, 1,030 OPS. Again, incredible numbers. He's your second best hitter on this team. So right behind Judge. As Berrios sets, here's the 1-2 and foul back again. So Goldschmidt staying alive. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out here in the bottom of the second. As Berrios sets, here's the pitch. And Goldschmidt hits a grounder, picked up by Bo Bichette, and throws to first for out number 1. Baseman, but Bo Bichette was right there to make the play and was able to throw out Goldschmidt. So 1 out here in the bottom of the second. And we have Cody Bellinger at the plate, who's batting 5th in the lineup tonight. And first pitch is a ball. So it's ball 1 to Cody Bellinger. What's up, Frederick? So far so good, Frederick. He has so far so good. And it's a 1-1 count to he's got an arm. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Cody Bellinger. Berrios sets. Here's the 1-1. And Bellinger rips that foul. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Cody Bellinger. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cody Bellinger. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Yeah, so a 2-2 count now to Cody Bellinger. What's up, Li? Good to see you, man. How's life? Li, you're a Giants fan. How do you feel about the Giants drafting who they drafted? For sure, Bill. Thanks for letting me know. And here's the 3-2. And Bellinger strikes out. So he swings and misses. So third strikeout here for Bellinger. And we have 2 outs here in the inning now we have Jazz Chisholm Jr. coming to the plate. Okay, you like the Giants draft picks for sure. I really like that they drafted Albert. That was good. And the first pitch to Jazz is strike 1. So 0-1 count to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Barrios sets. Here's the pitch. And Jazz pops that up. And who makes the play? Left fielder makes the play for the Blue Jays. It's out number 3, and we are going to the top of the third, folks. So still a 0-0 game. Yankees still no hits, no runs, no errors. And we are in a commercial break. Once again, folks, make sure you all hit the like button on the way in. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to this channel. If you're watching this for the first time, joining on the conversation, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. But so far, it's a 0-0 game. Both pitchers have done well thus far. So top of the third coming up. Let's see what Carrasco does. Let's see if he can have another 1-2-3 inning once again. 1-2-3 inning, not keeping the pitch count low. So, that's what Carrasco is going to have to do tonight. So, Carrasco, when he's on his game, he's on his game. I mean, he pitches well, but there's certainly a lot of inconsistency with him. But once again, when he's pitching a good game, the guy, he does a really good job. He does. But if he's off his game, forget it. I mean, he does not pitch well, and we've seen that in a few of the games. So, all right, game should be starting here momentarily. We're still in a commercial break. We'll pull up the game cast here soon. The New York Yankees or to Toronto Blue Jays. So, and Addison Barger is leading things off here in the top of the third. It's 1 ball, no strike to Addison Barger as Carrasco sets. Here's the pitch. Just misses, so just a little bit inside. 2 balls, no strikes now to Barger. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Barger. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Barger. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now the count is even. Carrasco looking for his second strikeout of the game. As Carrasco sets, here's the 2-2. The count now is full, so it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. And here's the 3-2. And it's a grounder hit right to Goldschmidt. He will take it to first base as he's top of the third. And that'll bring up Clement to the plate. And first pitch to Clement is ball one. So it's a 1-0 count to Clement. And here's the 1-0. That is in there for a strike. It's now 1-1 to Clement. So top of the third here, 1 out, still a 0-0 score as Carrasco sets. And here's the 1-1 to Ernie Clement. He bunts it, but it is foul. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Clement. Let's see if Carrasco could get his second strike out of the game. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here, top of the third. Carrasco sets. And here's the pitch. And it's the grounder, hit to Volpe, and he makes the play, throws over to first for out number 2. So 2 outs here in the top of the third. And that'll bring up Luke's to the page, to the plate. The Yankees are showing some old Don Mattingly highlights. And here we have Luke's. He takes ball 1. So 1 ball, no strike to Nathan Luke's. So 2 outs here in the top of the third as Carrasco sets. And here's the 1-0. Count now is 1 ball, 1 strike now to Luke's. And Anthony Volpe. So Luke's is on there with a 2-out single. The Blue Jays get their second hit of the game. So it's a hard hit ball. No chance for Cabrera, and it passes the diving Anthony Volpe. So it's a 2-out single for Luke's. And we are back to the top of the lineup with Bo Bichette, who is 1 for 1 in today's game. He had a leadoff single in the first inning as Carrasco sets here. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a strike. It's 0-1 to Bo Bichette. So runner on first, top of the third, 2 outs. Still a 0-0 game. Carrasco trying to get out of this inning here. So it's no balls, 1 strike to Bo Bichette. And the 0-1 is 1-1. Nice catch there by Oswald. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Bichette as Carrasco sets. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2 now. Let's see if Carrasco could get his second strikeout of the game. Yo, Theo. What's up, Theo? How's it going, man? How's life treating you, Theo? Good to see. Life is okay. Are you excited for Yankees Rockies, man? They're going to be here in a little less than a month there, man. Yeah, should win this game, William, but, you never know. Division rivals, they're always going to play each other hard. And, the Blue Jays, any of the AL East teams, right, they're always going to give the Yankees a hard time. As Anthony Volpe is stretching here, he is walking up to the plate. I just got the one. I don't have like a real jersey. I just got I have a jersey, a Yankees jersey. It's a Derek Jeter jersey. It has the name on it. But yeah, what about you? And Volpe, Wells, Cabrera due up here in the bottom of the third. Barrios sets. And here's the pitch. That is ball one to Anthony Volpe. A Subway Series, like Subway Series for the World Series, or you want to see a Subway Series? That's cool, Theo. And second pitch is strike one. So last 17 games versus four-seam fastballs, 192 batting average, 2 home runs, 12 strikeouts for Anthony Volpe. Not good. And here's the 1-1. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Anthony Volpe. You might get a Judge jersey before the game. That's cool. You're sitting on the upper deck on the right field side, right, Theo? And Austin Wells is waiting on deck. And here's the 2-1. And Volpe hits that to left center field, or to left field. Play is made by Lukes for out number 1. Yeah, I'll be on the third base side, upper deck. I believe it's section 340. I'd have to check the tickets again. Austin Wells is at the plate now. 2000 was the Subway Series, World Series there, William. And the Yankees won that 4-1. So 1 out here in the bottom of the third. As Wells hits that hard, and it passes the diving second baseman. It's a 1-out single here for Austin Wells. Let's go. So Yankees finally get their first hit of the game. So Wells has a single here in the bottom of the first. So let's see what Oswaldo Cabrera does as he steps into the plate. So a nice swing there by Wells. And we have Oswaldo Cabrera at the plate. Cabrera is ball 1. Sounds good. Yeah, I'll be with Rodney. He's one of my guys on YouTube here, one of the subscribers. Rodney's awesome. And then I'll have a guy I used to work with, actually. His name is George. So it'll be us 3 at the game. So 2 balls and no strikes here to Oswaldo Cabrera. Runner on first, bottom of the third, 1 out here. And here's the 2-0. Good take there by Cabrera. It's 3 balls, no strikes now. I remember Clemens with the bat at Peraza saying things were. Oh yeah, that was hilarious. That rivalry there would put Peraza and Clemens, as that pitch is in there for a strike. So it's 3 balls, 1 strike now to Oswaldo Cabrera. As Barrios sets, here's the 3-1. And Cabrera gets a single here, gets a hit here, hits it to left field. Austin Wells hustling to third base. So good base running there by Austin Wells. So Oswaldo Cabrera is on there with a single. It is runners on first and third with 1 out here. So back-to-back hits here for the Yankees. So nice piece of hitting there by Oswaldo Cabrera. And as soon as the ball hit, Wells turned the wheels on. And we got runners on the corners now, folks. And we are back to the top of the lineup. That will bring up Trent Grisham to the plate, who is 0 for 1 in today's game. What's up, SGA? So Grisham is 0 for 1. Let's see what he does in his second at bat. And the first pitch to Grisham is in there for strike one. So Grisham just came back from paternity leave, so congratulations to Trent Grisham. So runners on first and third. Runners take their lead. 0-1 count to Grisham. And Grisham fouls that one back. It's 0-2. Cool, SGA. Ha, William, you're funny. But it is no balls, 2 strikes to Trent Grisham. We have 1 out here in the bottom of the third. We got runners on first and third. Yankees have an opportunity to get at least a run here with 1 out. As Berrios sets, here's the pitch. And just misses. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Trent Grisham. Aaron Judge is waiting on deck. Here's the 1-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I'll see if I could tune in tomorrow. I could just pop in and say what's up there, SGA. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the third. We got runners on first and third. And here's the 2-2. And Grisham fouls that one off. So still staying alive. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes to Trent Grisham. So runners on first and third, bottom of the third, 1 out, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Trent Grisham. I don't know if he called time or if Kirk called time, but umpire says play on. And here's the 2-2. Inside. So 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Cool, SGA. And Aaron Judge is waiting on deck. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Trent Grisham. Runners on first and third, 1 out. Aaron Judge is waiting on deck. Let's see if Cabrera steals here. And Grisham hits a grounder. And they tag out Austin Wells. They sent them on contact. So Wells is out at home. But runners are on first and second. So it was a grounder hit to Vlad Guerrero Jr. And he throws home to Kirk. Kirk tags out Austin Wells. So it's 2 outs now here in the bottom of the third. So runners on first and second, and that does bring up Aaron Judge, who is 0 for 1 in today's game. Let's see if the Yankees could get a run here. Still have an opportunity to do so. Judge is 0 for 1 in today's game. He struck out in his last at bat. As Berrios sets. Checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch, and first pitch is fouled off. So no balls, 1 strike. Runners on first and second. They will take their lead. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Yankees trying to get a run here. And here's the 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Aaron Judge. So Judge's career versus Jose Berrios, 371 batting average, 5 home runs, and 857 slug. in 35 at bats. So he's got good numbers against Berrios here. And here's the 1-1. And that is hit to the third baseman for out number 3. And the Yankees do leave 2 men on. So no runs, 2 hits, no errors. And we're going to the top of the 4th. That'll bring up the 2, 3, 4 batters for the Toronto Blue Jays. So, yeah, both teams have 2 hits, no runs, no errors. So pitchers so far doing their jobs for their teams. So let's see what Carrasco does here in the top of the 4th. But the game is moving along here pretty fast. So we're headed here to the top of the 4th. We are in a commercial break. And once again, folks, make sure you all hit the like button on your way in. Hit the subscribe button. If you are new to this channel and you're watching this for the first time, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing out the strike zone community. So who's watching the NFL draft? I know there's a couple of you watching the NFL draft. How do you all feel? How do you all feel about day 2 right now? Let me know what you all are thinking. And looking at the votes here, looks like 19 of you have voted, and 63% of you have said that Carlos Carrasco is going to he'll pitch over 4 strikeouts. Would hitting 400 or 57 game hitting streak is better? Honestly, what I both are good in their own ways. I mean, if you're hitting 400, I mean that means overall you're doing really good. I mean, but a 57 game hitting streak, man, that just tells me you're just playing some good baseball and everything is just clicking for you. I don't know. That's a hard one. I don't know which one's better. Which one do you think is better? And back to the game here. Carrasco's back in the mound. Guerrero Jr. takes strike 1. So you got Guerrero Jr., Santander, Springer that are due up here in the bottom of top of the 4th. And here's the 0-1. It's 1 ball, 1 strike now to Vlad Guerrero Jr. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Carrasco sets. Here's the pitch. And he misses there. So 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike here to Vlad Guerrero Jr. Carrasco sets. Here's the 2-1. It's 3-1 now to Guerrero Jr. $400 to take away from Boston sucks. And here's the 3-1. And he walks him. Vlad Guerrero Jr. will take first base, so it's a leadoff walk here in the top of the 4th. As that does bring up Anthony Santander, who is 0 for 1 in today's game. And the pitch to Santander is, and what a catch by Jazz Chisholm Jr., a diving catch. He saves the hit. What a play by Jazz Chisholm Jr. Let's look at that replay. Santander rips that ball, and Jazz Chisholm with the quick move makes a diving catch. Carrasco's excited. So 1 out here in the top of the 4th. So what a play by Jazz. Incredible play. Certainly saves a hit there. And now that brings up George Springer with 1 out here in the top of the 4th. And it's strike 1 to George Springer. He is 0 for 1 in today's game. So no balls, one strike here to George Springer, one out, top of the fourth. And we have a runner on first. What's up, Jared? Red Sox got rained out. Right now, top of the fourth for the Yankees. It's a 0-0 game so far. Carrasco sets. Here's the 0-1. And he misses. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike now to George Springer. And Andres Jimenez is on deck, warming up. And here's the 1-1. And it's ripped. Foul, though. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to George Springer. Let's see if Carrasco could get a strikeout here. The Yankees are playing the Blue Jays in a 3-game series. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, top of the fourth here, runner on first as Carrasco sets. And he throws over to first to check on Vlad Guerrero Jr. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Springer. Carrasco looking for a strikeout here. Here's the 1-2. And it's a swing and a miss. And he struck him out for out number 2. So 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Let's see if Carrasco could get out of this inning without any problems. Nice movement on that pitch. And that will bring up Andres Jimenez to the plate. So it's 2 balls, no strikes now to Jimenez. Offensively, though, he's been their first strike. It is 2 balls and 1 strike now to Jimenez. So Alejandro Kirk is waiting on deck. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Top of the fourth, runner on first. Here's the 2-1. 3-1 now to Jimenez. Carrasco sets. And here's the 3-1. And he walks him. So 2 walks here in this inning. Walk to Guerrero, walk to Jimenez. So looks like Matt Blake will come out to have a little chit-chat here with Carrasco. So little mini break here. Probably just coming in to just try and settle him down. As Alejandro. What's up, Stephen B? I don't know if you saw Jazz's awesome play there, Stephen B, but that could be that's your first candidate for play of the game there, bud. And Kirk is stepping into the plate, and he is 0 for 1 in today's game. So Yankees have 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. We got runners on first and second. Carrasco right now at 54 pitches so far. He's looking to try and get out of this inning here without giving up any damage. And first pitch is a ball to Kirk. So it's a 1-0 count. I feel you, Stephen B. So 1 ball, no strike, 2 outs, 2 men on here in the top of the fourth. And here's the 1-0. And that pitch is popped up. And it looks like Aaron Judge is right there to make the play for out number 3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, a couple of walks. Bottom of the fourth coming up. 3, 4, 5 batters coming up here. And we are going to a commercial break. Yeah, I was talking with Stephen B. I was talking with Joe earlier, or texting with him, and he said that there might not be a game tomorrow because of the rain. So there's a possibility of a double header on Sunday. So I know the Yankees play Sunday afternoon. You also got the Knicks playing. Is anybody watching the NBA playoffs right now? How's everybody feeling about the NBA playoffs? Ronnie said doubleheader Sunday. Is that like a for sure thing, bro? Is that happening? He said he don't care. All right, well, if you don't care, I don't care. Oh, there's Desiree. I didn't know if she was still there, but it looks like she's here. Gotcha. All right, well, we'll see what happens. Besides, I don't like, to be honest, I don't even know if I'm going to be calling tomorrow's game just because of my schedule. So, but stay tuned. You might see some. But John DeLysiga, injury report scheduled to begin rehab assignment tomorrow with Single A Tampa. So he will begin his rehab assignment. Hopefully we see him here sooner rather than later. You were eating dinner, let me guess, sushi? She was eating sushi. But we are back to the game as Ben Rice will lead things off here. And it's a grounder hit to the second baseman. Got you there, Stephen B. Tuna macaroni last night. Nice, Stephen. And that'll bring up Paul Goldschmidt to the plate. He is 0 for 1 in today's game. So top of the fourth here with 1 out. It's a 0-0 game. And Goldschmidt takes strike 1. Of course, Stephen B is going to send a picture of the food. God. Sends pictures of tuna macaronis, cheesecakes. And here's the 0-1. And Goldschmidt fouls that one back. It is 0-2 now to Paul Goldschmidt. So no balls, 2 strikes. Nice, Stephen B. I just saw the picture. As Barrios sets, here's the pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Paul Goldschmidt. And Cody Bellinger is waiting on deck. We have 1 out here in the top of the fourth. 1-2 count to Goldschmidt. And here's the 1-2. And Goldschmidt pops that one up. And it looks like Bichette is right there to make the play for out number 2. And we have Cody Bellinger coming up to the plate now. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Bellinger is 0 for 1 in today's game. You should have put a cucumber. Cucumbers are good. I like cucumbers. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. As Barrios sets, here's the pitch to Bellinger. It is ball 1. Bellinger really needs to get going here with the bat. Defense is on point, no doubt. And that is in there for a strike. Pitch look a little low. I know Bellinger didn't like that call. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Cody Bellinger. So it's a 1-1 count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Still a 0-0 game as Barrios sets. Here's the 1-1, and that pitch is fouled off. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Bellinger. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. Barrios sets. Here's the 1-2, and Bellinger gets a piece of it, fouls it. Still staying alive, so 1 ball, 2 strikes still. Yankees offense, second run, 6th in average, tie for first with home runs, first in slugging, folks. And here's the 1-2. Bellinger hits that to right field, and he is on there with a 2-out single. So Bellinger is 1 for 2 in today's game, and that'll bring up Jazz Chisholm Jr. Hey, Rodney, what's Jazz going to do? Talk to me, Rodney. Yeah, Dominguez he needed a day. You're saying he needed a day off or he got a day off? Volpe absolutely needs it. I mean, no doubt. But Bellinger's on there with a single. He is leading off at first base. Jazz Chisholm Jr. at the plate. And the first pitch to Jazz, he hits a foul, so it's 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike here to Jazz Chisholm Jr. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Runner on first. Yankees trying to score. And here's the 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Barrios sets. Here's the 1-1. 2 balls and 1 strike now. Anthony Volpe is waiting on deck. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner on first, bottom of the 4th. Barrios sets. And here's the 2-1. 3-1 now to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Barrios checks first. Now he sets. And he throws over. Checks on Bellinger. That's his first throw over. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner on first. Volpe waiting on deck. Barrios sets. Here's the 3-1. And he walks him. So a hit and a walk given up here with 2 outs by Barrios. And that does bring up Anthony Volpe. Once again, Yankees have a couple of runners on. They have runners in scoring position. Can they get a run here with Anthony Volpe at the plate? He is 0 for 1 in today's game. He lined out in the 3rd inning. Could at least get a run here. So runners on first and second with 2 outs. The first pitch to Volpe is ball 1, so it's a 1-0 count to Anthony Volpe. As Barrios sets, here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. The count now is 1 ball, 1 strike to Anthony Volpe. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. And Volpe pops that one up. And it looks like George Springer is right there to make the play for out number 3. So the Yankees leave a couple of runners stranded. So Yankees do get a hit in this inning. No runs, no errors. We are moving to the top of the 5th. So still a 0-0 game. Top of the 5th coming up. We are in a commercial. Folks, I appreciate you all tuning in. Make sure you all hit the like button on the way in. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back, folks. All right. We are back to the game here. Lou says Volpe is buns. Yeah. God, he's just playing bad. And it looks like Austin Wells is having problems with his pitch comm. So let's see if they get the pitch comm thing resolved. Once again, looks like there's some problems with it. Wells trying to figure it out. So 0-1 count to Barger. There was a little bit of a delay because of the pitch comm for Austin Wells, but looks like they resolved it. Now the count to Barger is 1 ball, 1 strike. And that pitch is hit into right center field, and it is off the wall. Grisham will throw into the infield as Barger stops at second. So it's a leadoff double here in the top of the 5th. So it was a hard hit ball. Grisham just could not make it. They'll hit. Here, they're showing the replay here. Yeah, Barger hits it to center field. It goes over, bounces off the wall. So it's a good hit there by Barger. as Clement swings and misses on the first pitch. So Blue Jays have a runner on second, a leadoff double by Barger. So good opportunity for the Blue Jays to get a run here as Clement is at the plate. It's an 0-1 count to Clement. And Clement hits that to Volpe on a pop out. So an easy play for Volpe. So it is out number one. And that'll bring up the number 9 batter, Lukes, who is 1 for 1 in today's game. That's good, Stephen B. So runner on second, 1 out here, top of the 5th. As Lukes takes strike 1, so it's an 0-1 count to Lukes. Ian Hamilton is warming up in the bullpen for the New York Yankees. And here's the 0-1, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike here to Lukes. And Bo Bichette is waiting on deck, folks. Now, so Bo Bichette will step into the plate with a runner on second, and first pitch to Bichette is strike 1. So it's an 0-1 count to Bichette. And here's the 0-1. It's 1-1 now. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Bichette. And Vlad Guerrero Jr. is waiting on deck. And here's the 1-1. And it's a grounder hit to Goldschmidt. He will take it and steps on the bag for out number 3. So a double given up by Carrasco, but the Blue Jays do get 1 hit. No runs, no errors. And we are going to the bottom of the 5th. So let's see if the Yankees bats could get something going here. So the bats on both teams, nothing happening, right? Neither the bats have not been effective for either team. Both pitchers, both Berrios and Carrasco, doing their jobs. Doing everything that they can. They're keeping the team in the game. So I mean, they've given up a couple of hits, a couple of walks, but those hits and walks did not turn into any runs. So. Bats on both teams right now, just not really doing much of anything. So pitchers are doing their jobs on both teams. So let's see if the Yankees bats can answer here against Berrios. So Yankees bats need to wake up. So, and to Carrasco's credit, he certainly pitched better than I'm sure what some of us expected. He pitched better than what I expected. I mean, just pitched 5 innings, so you can't ask for more from from Carrasco. So he did everything he was supposed to do, right? So I don't know that he'll be back out in the 6th inning, but I know Ian Hamilton was warming up. Yeah, exactly, Desiree. The bats need to wake up. Tell them. And 23 votes, 61% of you have said that Carrasco gets over 4 strikeouts. Looking at his stats right now. Yeah, it's no runs, though, so that's nice. But we are back to the game here. And Austin Wells will lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th against Berrios. And the first pitch to Wells is ball 1. Wells is 1 for 1. He hit a single in the 3rd inning. swing and a miss. One ball, no, 1 ball, 1 strike now to Austin Wells. Berrios right now at 65 pitches as Berrios sets. It's a long set. Here's the 1-1. And Wells, with his second hit of the game, it gets through to right field, and he is on there with a leadoff single here in the bottom of the fifth. He is 2 for 2 in today's game, and that'll bring up Oswaldo Cabrera. So Cabrera with a nice, Wells with a nice hit. Ball goes right up the middle. And that does bring up Oswaldo Cabrera, who is also 1 for 1 in today's game. And that pitch is inside for ball 1. And Tim Hill is warming up right now for the New York Yankees. So Ian Hamilton was up earlier, so we'll see if it'll be Tim Hill or Ian Hamilton coming up as, Oswaldo Cabrera fouls that ball off his foot from what it looked like. He's kind of walking it off, so it's a foul ball. It's 1 ball, 1 strike now. Let's see the replay here. And, yeah, fouls that ball right off his foot. Right on the top of his foot. So it is 1 ball, 1 strike to Oswaldo Cabrera. Austin Wells is at first here in the bottom of the fifth. And here's a bunt. And so 1 out here. So it was a bunt by Cabrera. And Paul Goldschmidt, almost became a double play, but ball did not get to Guerrero Jr. Ball did get away, but Goldschmidt is back at first base. I didn't even notice the ball was caught. It happened so quick. So it was like a little bunt pop out for out number 1. So Trent Grisham is at the plate now. We are back to the top of the lineup. So 1 out here in the bottom of the fifth with a run around first. Trent Grisham is at the plate. Here's the 1-0. And he fouls that one off. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike now to Trent Grisham. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out here in the bottom of the fifth. Runner on first. Here's the 1-1. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Trent Grisham. As Aaron Judge is waiting on deck. And here's the 2-1. 3-1 now to Trent Grisham. Berrios right now at 73 pitches. As Berrios sets. Here's the 3-1. And Grisham fouls that back. It's a full count to Trent Grisham. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Yankees trying to get their first run of the game. There is a runner on first. Austin Wells is on first base. With 1 out. And here's the 3-2. And that is fouled off. So Grisham still staying alive. As Berrios sets, here's the 3-2. Grisham fouls it off again, still staying alive. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Grisham battling here against Berrios, so we'll see who wins this battle. So still a 3-2 count with one out, runner on first here in the bottom of the fifth. Grisham is 0 for 2 in today's game. As Berrios sets, here's the 3-2, and he struck him out. So Grisham down on strikes. So that is 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth, and that'll bring up Aaron Judge to the plate. That pitch was down and away, and Grisham chased it. Aaron Judge is 0 for 2 in today's game. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth with a runner on first. And the pitch to Judge is fouled back, so it's an 0-1 count to Aaron Judge. So no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth. Runner on first. And here's the 0-1. That is inside for a ball. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike now to Aaron Judge. Berrios checks Wells at first. He sets. And here's the 1-1. And Judge rips that to left field. And he is on there with a hit. So it's runners on first and second now. And that'll bring up Ben Rice. So once again, Yankees have a couple of runners on. They have runners in scoring position, so they have an opportunity to get at least a run here with Ben Rice coming to the plate. So far, Yankees are 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position, and they have left 4 men on base, folks. So let's see if Ben Rice could get cooking here. As Ben Rice is 0 for 2 in today's game. It looks like there's a visit on the mound there by the Blue Jays pitching coach. And it looks like the umpire is looking to break up the conversation there to get them going. So let's see what the Yankees do here with runners on first and second. So it's position to not execute. So another big opportunity here in the bottom of the fifth, folks. First and second, 2 outs. Berrios sets. Here's the pitch. Ball 1 to Ben Rice. So it is a 1-0 count to Ben Rice. We have 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth. We've got runners on first and second. Yankees trying to get a run here. And here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. It is 1-1 now to Ben Rice. And here's the 1-1. And it's a grounder hit to Jimenez. He throws over to Vlad Guerrero Jr. for out number 3. And once again, Yankees leave a couple of runners stranded. That'll be the end of the fifth inning. We are going to the top of the sixth. It's still a 0-0 game. So Guerrero Jr., Santander, 2, 3, 4 batters coming up. So for the Blue Jays, so Guerrero Jr., Santander, and Springer coming up, folks. And, once again, Yankees just could not get a run in with runners in scoring position. I got to get those runners in there, that's for sure. But fortunately, just did not make it happen. But let's check the scores around Major League Baseball. Let's see what's going on around Major League Baseball. So right now, the Nationals are beating the Mets 2-0. Houston Astros and the Royals are tied at 0 in the bottom of the fourth. Minnesota and the Twins and Angels are tied up at 1 here in the top of the third. The Cardinals and Brewers are tied at 0, top of the second. Colorado Rockies and Cincinnati about to start. In about a little over an hour, you got the Padres and Rays start going to play. Diamondbacks and Braves. And then you have Miami Marlins, Seattle Mariners. Got a few late night games. You have the Athletics and White Sox, Dodgers and Pirates, and then the Giants and Rangers. So a lot of baseball tonight. And there's just a lot of sporting events in general. So I don't know if anybody is watching NBA playoffs or NHL playoffs at all. Let me know in the chat. So around the majors, there's Sean Fernando Tatis Jr., 333 average, 8 home runs, 7 stolen bases this season. Salvador Perez, 5 hits, 4 doubles, 4 RBIs in a doubleheader versus the Rockies. Tommy Pham is suspended for 1 game for inappropriate actions towards fans at Angels. So we are in the top of the 6th, and Tim Hill is taking over pitching duties here for the New York Yankees. 2 strikeouts. Only gave up a few hits, no earned runs. So a good outing for Carrasco. So let's see what the bullpen can do. And it is a 1-1 count to Vlad Guerrero Jr. in the top of the 6th. Yeah, Stephen B. I don't know what's going on, man. I have no idea, but as Vlad Guerrero Jr. hits that to left field, and that ball is gone. A solo home run for Vlad Guerrero Jr. The Blue Jays are on the board. 1-0 on a solo home run by Vlad Guerrero Jr. That is his 2nd home run of the season. So the Yankees are down 1-0. Exit 12 feet. So, yeah. You know what? I am gonna play the boo. I gotta play the boos. As Santander grounds out there for out number 1. So showing the replay here of Vlad, the solo home run by Vlad Guerrero Jr. Oh, definitely Stephen B. No doubt about it. As Springer hits that, Volpe gets it, makes the play to first for out number 2. So 2 quick outs here by the Yankees after Tim Hill gave up that solo home run to Vlad Guerrero Jr. And that'll bring up Andres Jimenez. And on a 89-mile-per-hour sinker. Jimenez is 0 for 1 in today's game. He walked in the 4th inning. Here's the 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Jimenez. What up, DM? How's it going? So 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Here's the pitch. And it's a grounder hit to Jazz Chisholm Jr. And throws over to first for out number 3. So after giving up the solo home run, 3 straight outs by Tim Hill. So the Blue Jays do have a 1-0 lead, and we are going to the bottom of the 6th. So Blue Jays are on the board, folks, and we are going to a commercial break. And I will take a mini break, and I will be right back, folks. All right, we are back to the game. Bottom of the sixth is about to begin. Jose Barrios is back on the mound. So 4, 5, and 6 batters coming up. Yankees are down 1-0. Yankees are able to get runners in scoring position, but just can't execute runners in scoring position. As Goldschmidt swings on the first pitch, it's a pop-up. So it's one pitch, one out. Popped out to the left fielder. Yeah, I mean, it could be tuning into other games. There's playoffs going on right now in NBA, NHL. There's the NFL draft. So there's a few things going on right now. And we have Cody Bellinger at the plate. He is 1 for 2 in today's game. And first pitch is a ball, so it's a 1-0 count to Cody Bellinger. So 1 ball, no strike. Second pitch is ball 2. Yeah, the Knicks play on Sunday, Desiree. Yes. And here's 2-0. That is in their first strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike now to Cody Bellinger. As Barrios sets. Here's the 2-1. And umpire calls it ball 3. Very close. So 3-1 strike. And he walks him. So a 1-out walk here. Cody Bellinger will take first base. And that'll bring up Jazz Chisholm Jr. So once again, Yankees have a runner on. And they're showing some highlights from Carrasco. Carrasco did everything well tonight. I mean, he did everything right tonight. You couldn't have asked for anything better. And it looks like they might have a pitching change here. So it looks like the left-handed pitcher Little will be brought into the game. All right, so Barrios' night is over. And Chisholm Jr., Volpe, Wells are due up. And Little will come into the game to pitch for the Blue Jays. So it's a 1-0 game, folks. 1-0 game. Let's see if there's any NBA games just to see scores. So looks like the Bucks are beating the Pacers 28-20. Celtics are beating the Magic 62-58. Those are your 2 games. So yesterday's games, Knicks beat the Pistons. Rockets beat the Warriors. Thunder beat the Grizzlies. Clippers beat the Nuggets. So let's see what happens with the Bucks, Pacers, Celtics, Magic games tonight. And then let's just check on NHL playoffs. So NHL playoffs. Hurricanes, Devils 0-0. And then Capitals, Canadians are tied up at 2. Washington, the Capitals are leading in that series against the Canadians 2-0. The Hurricanes are leading against the Devils 2-0. If we go back to the NBA, the Pacers are leading the Bucks in the series 2-0. Celtics are leading the series against the Magic 2-0. Clippers are leading the series against the Nuggets 2-1. 3 OKC, the Thunder are leading the Grizzlies in the series 3-0. Knicks are leading 2-1 against the Pistons in the series. Warriors Rockets, it's tied up at 1 for that series. So Yeah, I hope so, William. He needs to start to hit, man. I mean, it's not just him. There's a few guys that need to start to hit. But Little is warming up, and it looks like he is ready to go as Jazz Chisholm Jr. is walking up to the plate. So Brendan Little is taking over on the mound for the Blue Jays after Barrios pitched a pretty good game, I would say. Yeah, well, Stephen B., life isn't fair. What can I say? But we have one out with a runner on first. Jazz Chisholm Jr. and Cody Bellinger steals, and he is out. So attempted a steal, and he got caught out. So 2 outs now with nobody on. So Bellinger had a pretty decent jump, but a good throw there by Kirk to Bichette to tag out Bellinger. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th, and that pitch is a ball. It's in the dirt, so 1-1. Yeah, well, what are you gonna do, dude? It's 1 ball, 1 strike here to Jazz Chisholm Jr. As Little sets. Here's the pitch. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Jazz Chisholm Jr. That was a good throw by Kirk. It was a really good throw by Kirk. And here's the 2-1. 3-1 now to Jazz Chisholm Jr. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Nobody on base for the Yankees. They are down 1-0 as Anthony Volpe is waiting on deck. And here's the 3-1. And it's a grounder up the middle. And it's a single for Jazz Chisholm Jr. It's a 2-out single for Jazz. And that'll bring up Anthony Volpe. Yeah, good job to Jazz there, Beagle. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I know, right? About time. Jeez. And here we have Anthony Volpe at the plate, and he takes ball 1. So once again, Yankees have a runner, the tying run on first, have the tying run on first base. So once again, having a runner in scoring position. Ian Hamilton is warming up in the bullpen. And it's 2 balls, no strikes now to Anthony Volpe. Yeah, I know. If only Bellinger didn't try to steal, man. Austin Wells is waiting on deck for the Yankees. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th, 1 with a runner on. It's a 2-0 count. Here's the 2-0. And it's 3-0 now to Volpe. So 3 balls, no strikes here to Volpe. He is 0 for 2 in today's game. 3-0. That is in there for a strike. And Jazz is caught out. He got caught stealing as they're seeing the replay. Aaron Boone says he's not going to challenge it. Unbelievable. So let's see here. Yeah, he gets them. So they were right to not challenge it. He told Vladdy he was going to steal. Oh boy. But that is the end of the 6th inning. So we're going to the top of the 7th here, folks. So Blue Jays will be coming up. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why on the 3-0 count. But it's a 1-0 game. We're in a commercial break. Once again, I'll take a small break, and I'll be right back. All right, and we are back to the game. Tim Hill is back on the mound. Alejandro Kirk is at the plate. He takes strike one. He is 0 for 2 in today's game. Threw out two runners here in the bottom of the sixth. And that is a ball. So it's 1-1 now to Kirk. And that ball gets through to right field on a single, passes Goldschmidt. So Kirk is on there with a leadoff single here in the top of the seventh. So Kirk is on first base. So that does bring up Barger, who takes strike one from Tim Hill. Addison Barger is 1 for 2 in today's game. He had a double in the fifth inning. So runner on first, nobody out. It's an 0-1 count here in the top of the seventh. The Blue Jays are leading 1-0 as that pitch is high. It is ball one. And here's a grounder to Goldschmidt. He throws over to second, gets Kirk out at second. So they do get the one out. And Barger will safely make it to first. So Yankees do get the runner out on second. So good play there by Goldschmidt as he grounds the ball, throws over to Volpe. But no opportunity for a double play. So Hill's night is over. Clement, Lukes, and Bichette coming up for the Blue Jays. Ian Hamilton is coming to the game. And we are in a commercial break. The game will resume here shortly, folks. But the Yankees are down 1-0 here in the top of the seventh with one out, runner on first. So they're just not, once again, are not able to execute with runners in scoring position. So pretty frustrating, needless to say. But let's check Barrios' stats and what he did. I mean, struck out 4, walked 2, gave up 5 hits. I mean, didn't give up any runs. So he did his job tonight, just like Carrasco did. Yeah, Volpe he does need a few days off. I mean, if only Peraza wasn't hurt. So, yeah, make sure you all hit the like button on the way in if you haven't yet. If you're watching this on the rerun, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, you're watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button. Share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel out. The game will resume here shortly. Ian Hamilton will be coming into the game for the New York Yankees. All right. And we are back to the game. And Ernie Clement is at the plate. Oh, and he almost got hit. So ball one from Ian Hamilton. So Clement is 0 for 2 in today's game. So one out here in the top of the seventh with a runner on first. Hamilton trying to close out this top of the seventh here. And he throws over to first to check on Barger. Barger gets back. So that's the first throw over by Hamilton. Nathan Lukes is waiting on deck for the Toronto Blue Jays. As Ian Hamilton sets, here's the pitch. And this could be two. There's Cabrera, throws over to Jazz. Jazz to Goldschmidt. And it is an inning-ending double play. And we are moving to the bottom of the seventh. Folks, it is the seventh inning stretch. So get up, stretch, go get some food, go get some snacks, go get a drink, and come right back, folks. I'm going to take a small break myself. I'll leave you all with a little bit of tunes, and I'll be right back. right. Looks like we are back to the game. Volpe will be leading things off here in the bottom of the seventh. He is 0 for 2 in today's game so far, folks. Yankees are down 1-0, so still have an opportunity as Volpe swings at the first pitch, and that goes over the right fielder's head. And Volpe going to second base, and he is in there with a leadoff double. Big hit by Anthony Volpe. Let's go. And that'll bring up Austin Wells to the plate. Volpe finally gets a hit. So Volpe with A strong hit. Goes over Barger's head. Takes it off the wall. Barger throws it to Bo Bichette, but Volpe makes it there safely on the slide. So it is a leadoff double here for Anthony Volpe. So good start to the inning here, folks. Let's see what Austin Wells could do. The tying run is on second base. As Wells pops that one up to center field. George Springer going back, and he makes the play. Anthony Volpe tags up. And he is on third now. So nice situational hitting there by Austin Wells. He pops out, but Volpe tags up, goes to third base. So we have a runner on third now. So the tying run now, folks, is on third base. And that'll bring up Oswaldo Cabrera to the plate. So here we have Oswaldo Cabrera with one out, runner on third. Bottom of the seventh, first pitch is a ball. So it's 1-0 count to Oswaldo Cabrera. Tying run is at third base, folks. So a hit or a sac fly will tie up the game here from Oswaldo Cabrera. So once again, Yankees have an opportunity to tie up this game. As Oswaldo Cabrera fouls that pitch off. And so 1-1 count to Oswaldo Cabrera. With one out, runner on third, bottom of the seventh. Here's the pitch. And that gets through. And that's an RBI single for Oswaldo Cabrera. And it's a tie game. It's a 1-1 game. Let's go. Big single there by Oswaldo Cabrera. Volpe scores, so it's an RBI single for Cabrera. It's a 1-1 game, folks. We are all tied up here in the bottom of the seventh, top of the order coming up now for the New York Yankees. A hard hit ball that passes the diving Bichette. Let me just reset MLB TV real quick. It's giving me some problems. So that way I can get that updated, catch up with the game. But it's a 1-1 game, folks. It's a tie game. It's about time to get a run. But runner on first. Grisham is at the plate. It's a 2-2 count with one out. Bottom of the seventh. Runner on first. So Yankees have an opportunity here to get some more runs. Let's see what they can do. And here's the 2-2. And he's 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Trent Grisham as Aaron Judge is waiting on deck. As little sets, here's the 3-2. And Grisham strikes out for out number 2. Grisham is 0 for 4 in today's game. And that'll bring up the captain, Aaron Judge, to the plate. And that'll do it for Little. Yariel will be coming to the game for the Blue Jays. Judge, Rice, and Goldschmidt are due up. We are in a commercial break. So it's officially a tie game. It's a 1-1 game here in the bottom of the 7th with 2 outs. Runner is on first. Judge will be coming to the plate as soon as we are back from break. Well, it was an RBI single by Oswaldo Cabrera that scored Anthony Volpe. It started off with a leadoff double by Volpe in the 7th, and Wells popped out. Volpe tagged from second to third, and then Cabrera came up, got the hit, scored Volpe, and that's how the Yankees got their 1 run so far. So let's see what they could do with 2 outs with Judge coming to the plate. So could be hopefully it's a 2-run home run. That would be fantastic, or a very long, a hard hit ball that scores the runner. Judge gets a double or a triple. So Oswaldo Cabrera, folks, coming through in the clutch. So let's see if the Yankees can get another 2 in here. So a 2-1 or a 3-1 game. And it looks like we are back to the game as Aaron Judge is walking up to the plate. And Yimi Garcia is on the mound taking over pitching duties for the Toronto Blue Jays. So it'll be a righty-righty matchup here. So Yimi Garcia is on the mound, and he'll be taking over pitching duties here. So runner on first, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Aaron Judge at the plate as Garcia sets. And here's the pitch. That is ball 1, so it's a 1-0 count to Garcia. So Judge's career numbers against Garcia, 3 for 12 RBI, walk, and 5 strikeouts. So not great, but let's see if he could come through in this at-bat as Judge takes ball 2. So it's 2 balls, no strikes to Aaron Judge, folks. 2 balls, no strikes with a runner on first. Bottom of the 7th here. It's a 2-0 count to Judge. And here's the 2-0. 3-0, way outside. So 3 balls, no strikes to Aaron Judge. Ben Rice is waiting on deck. Judge is 1 for 3 in today's game. And the pitch from Garcia is in there for a strike, so it's a 3-1 count to Aaron Judge. And here's the 3-1. And just misses, so he walks Judge, which will bring up Ben Rice now. The manager of the Blue Jays did not like that call. It was very close. It was close, but so Yankees have a couple of runners on here in the bottom of the 7th for Ben Rice, who was 0 for 3 in today's game. What's up, Dev? And the pitch is in there for strike 1 for Ben Rice. So no balls, 1 strike to Ben Rice. We have 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. It's a 1-1 game. Yankees tied it up here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. That is called a strike, so it's an 0-2 count. So no balls, 2 strikes here to Ben Rice. So it's an 0-2 count with 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th, 2 runners on. Yankees looking to take the lead here. And here's the 0-2. That is a ball. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ben Rice. Paul Goldschmidt is waiting on deck. And here's the 1-2. It's 2-2. Runners will stay put. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ben Rice. So Judge at first, Cabrera at second. It's a 2-2 count to Ben Rice. Here in the bottom of the 7th, Yankees trying to take the lead here. A base hit will score a run. As Ben Rice pops that one up. And let's see who makes the play. And a play is made in foul territory. That is 3 outs. The Yankees leave a couple of runners on. But they do get a score here on a RBI single by Oswald Cabrera. So it is a 1-1 game, 9-1-2 batters coming up here in the top of the 8th. So let's see if the Yankees bullpen can shut it down. And hopefully the Yankees bats can make it happen in the bottom of the 8th, folks. But we are in a commercial break. Once again, I do appreciate all of you tuning in. Make sure you all hit the like button if you haven't yet. Hit the subscribe button if you are new to the channel, you're watching this for the first time, and share this channel out, folks. Let's continue spreading the word. Let's continue growing this channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Once again, we are in a commercial break. The game will start here momentarily. I'll take just one little mini break, and I will be right back. All right, folks, and it looks like Fernando Cruz is taking over pitching duties here for the New York Yankees. Here in the top of the 8th, Lukes will lead things off here for the Blue Jays. And first pitch to Lukes is a strike, so it's an 0-1 count to Lukes. And here's the 0-1. And that is hit into center field, and that'll drop. And leadoff batter is on first base. So Lukes gets a single here to start off the top of the 8th. And that'll bring up Bo Bichette. Oh, ball 1 to Bichette. Actually, I'll end the poll here for Carrasco. So 30% of you said that Carrasco would throw under 4 strikeouts, so to the 30% that voted under, congratulations. You all guessed right. What's up, Dev? How's it going there, bud? So it's a 2-0 count here to Bo Bichette. 3-0 now. So 3 balls, no strikes to Bo Bichette. Runner on first here in the top of the 8th, nobody out. It's a 1-1 game between the Yankees and Blue Jays. And here's the 3-0. That is in there for a strike, so it is 3-1 now. Yeah, I know, Desiree. It really is frustrating. I agree. And Cruz sets. Here's the pitch. And it's a grounder to Jazz. They get the runner out at first. Do they get the runner at second? No. So not sure why Jazz didn't tag him there. Let's see. I don't know. Luke stops. Yeah. I feel like he should have just stopped him in his tracks and chased him down, or try to tag him out there. I mean, he could have tagged him out, but got the runner out at first. So we do have one out here in the top of the eighth. Jazz should have tagged him out there. I don't know what he was thinking, but that does bring up Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who is 1 for 2 in today's game. He takes strike one. And here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2 to Vlad Guerrero Jr. Nah, Desiree. If Glaber was out there if Glaber was at second base right now, there would be no outs with runners on first and second. Trust me. As Vlad Guerrero Jr. fouls that one back, he's staying alive. It's still an 0-2 count. So 0-2 count to Vlad Guerrero Jr. Runner on second, one out. Here's a pitch. And it's a broken bat. A grounder hits a Volpe. Throws over to first for out number 2. Nice little scoop up there by Paul Goldschmidt. But Lukes does move over to third base, folks. So one hit can score Lukes. So a hit by Santander. A single by Santander can get Lukes home. And they can take a 2-1 lead. But we do have 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. A nice little scoop there by Goldschmidt at first base. So 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Mark Leiter Jr. warming up in the bullpen there for the Yankees. And Matt Blake is out there talking with Fernando Cruz, with the infielders, and Austin Wells. Yeah, Dev. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of people watching the NFL draft. It's a pretty quiet night tonight. So I know a lot of folks are tuning into the draft, which is fine. Hey, get a couple. The draft is a few days, and Flaherty, hopefully I said his last name right, is warming up for the Blue Jays. That does bring up Anthony Santander, who is 0 for 3 in today's game. There is a runner on third base for the Blue Jays, as Santander takes strike one. Oh, cool. You're heading to Dave & Buster's? When, Stephen B? Like tonight? So it's an 0-1 count with 2 outs. And that pitch is fouled back. So let's see if – let's play that 2-strike horn. Let's see if Cruz can get a strikeout here. And here's the 0-2. Upstairs, 1 ball, 2 strikes now to there. To play. And the Blue Jays do leave a runner on. The 4, 5, 6 batters coming up here in the bottom of the 8th for the New York Yankees. And the Yankees were able to get out of this inning without giving up a run. So good job to Fernando Cruz. We are going to the bottom of the 8th, and we are officially about 2 hours and 15 minutes into this games, and we're about 2 hours and 20 minutes into this live stream. So I do appreciate all of you guys and gals tuning in. Hopefully the Yankees could get a couple runs here to take the lead and close things out here in the 9th inning. So once again, your 4, 5, 6 batters coming up. So Goldschmidt, Bellinger, Jazz Chisholm Jr. So let's see what the Yankees bats can do. So how's for folks who watch the draft or are watching the draft, how's day 2 of the NFL draft? How's that going? Let me know in the chat. I haven't gotten the chance to watch the draft. Let's see Major League Baseball. Actually, before I even check scores, the game is back as Yimi Garcia is back on the mound here in the bottom of the 8th. Paul Goldschmidt is at the plate. He is 0 for 3 in today's game. He'll lead things off here in the bottom of the 8th. And Goldschmidt fouls off the first pitch. It's an 0-1 count to Paul Goldschmidt. Devin Williams is warming up in the bullpen. Career versus Jimmy Garcia for Goldschmidt, 5 for 11, 2 doubles, and a solo home run. Looks like there's a pitch clock violation, I believe. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike now. Good, Beagle. It's all good. It's a pitch, and Goldschmidt fouls that one off. It is a 1-2 count now to Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt is 0 for 3 in today's game. Yankees will love to get at least a run to take the lead here. As Goldschmidt hits a grounder, and looks like, do they make the play? They do make the play. So Clement to Vlad Guerrero Jr., so out number 1, and that'll bring up Cody Bellinger to the plate. All right, and looks like we have a pitching change here in the bottom of the 8th. 1 out. So Bellinger, Chisholm Jr., Volpe are due up. So we are in a commercial break. But how is everybody doing tonight? What's going on in the NFL draft? Can anybody fill me in? Were there good picks made by your favorite team? I'm just looking at NBA scores. I'm just looking around at different sports. Looks like halftime between the Pacers and Bucks. Pacers are leading by 10, 57-47. Looks like the Magic are leading the Celtics right now in the fourth quarter, 83-74. Baseball scores. The Nationals are leading the Mets 3-0. Bottom of the 5th, Royals and the Astros are 0-0. Bottom of the 3rd, Twins and Angels. Twins are leading 2-1. Bottom of the 2nd, 0-0 game between the Cardinals and the Brewers. Top of the 1st, Cincinnati. It just upgraded. Sorry. Whoa, okay. Mets are leading 4-3 now. Sorry. Bottom of the 9th, Mets are leading 4-3. Royals are beating the Astros 2-0. Cardinals are beating the Brewers 1-0 here in the bottom of the 5th. Twins are beating the Angels 9-2. Heading into the bottom of the 5th, top of the 3rd, Reds are beating the Rockies 2-1. Braves, Diamondbacks about to begin. Seattle, Marlins about to begin. And you have Padres and Rays starting here in about 15 minutes. And then you got a couple of games here starting around a little over 45 minutes. And you got a few late night games, or a few late night games that'll start here in a little less than an hour. So stay tuned for that. And Flaherty is on the mound, and he'll be pitching against Cody Bellinger here. It's an 0-1 count to Bellinger. As Flaherty sets, here's the 0-1. It's 1-1 now. Seth Rollins was at the NFL draft. That's funny. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Flaherty sets. Here's the pitch. 2-1 now to Bellinger. Yankees would love to take the lead here in the bottom of the 8th and try to close things out in the top of the 9th. Springer, Jimenez, and Kirk would be your batters that would be due up in the top of the 9th. 4, 5, 6 batters. And here's the 2-1. And Bellinger hits that ball, and let's see who makes the play. Oh, and they all look at each other. Nobody makes the play. And Bellinger's on there. And Bellinger goes for 2. Good hustle by Cody Bellinger. Let's go. What should have been an easy pop out. There was Jimenez, Springer, and I believe it was Barger that were running towards the ball. And Springer and Barger just stop, kind of look at each other, and the ball drops. And a good base running there by Cody Bellinger. Way to hustle his second base. As Cody thought he popped out, but he just kept going. So good hustle there by Bellinger. Good heads up running there by Bellinger. So Cody's on there with a hit. I don't know if it'll be a hit or an error. Let's see here. Yeah, no, they ruled it a hit. But now we have Jazz Chisholm Jr. at the plate. He takes ball 1. So runner on second base. Yankees once again have an opportunity to take the lead here with a runner on second base. 1 out, bottom of the 8th. Yankees will love to take the lead here and close out the game in the 9th. And the pitch to Jazz is ball 2. So 2-0 count here to Jazz Chisholm Jr. As Flaherty sets, checks Bellinger. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a strike. Skeens versus Yamamoto. Ooh, that's going to be a good matchup right there, Des. Yeah. So 2-1 count here to Jazz. Here's the pitch. 3-1 now to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Jazz is 1 for 2 in today's game. Anthony Volpe is waiting on deck. And Jazz walks. Jazz walks, folks. So we got runners on first and second, 1 out. And here we have Anthony Volpe coming to the plate. Tate is warming up in the bullpen for the Blue Jays. Looks like pitching coach is coming out to talk with Flaherty. Let's make sure we're all caught up here on MLB. No balls, 1 strike to Anthony Volpe. So runners on first and second, 1 out. It's an 0-1 count to Volpe. And here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now to Anthony Volpe. So no balls, 2 strikes to Anthony Volpe. 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Runners on first and second. And here's the 0-2. 1-2 now to Anthony Volpe. It hit Volpe. Okay, so bases loaded, folks. Didn't know it hit him. I was like, why is Volpe taking first base? But apparently it hit him. They're going to check that. MLB TV giving me some problems here. Hold on, folks. Austin Wells is coming to the plate. He's 2 for 3 in today's game, Austin Wells. So he's actually having himself a good game today. Looks like their play is under review, so we'll see if it stands. Can't tell if it hit him, honestly. I mean, if it did, okay, but I mean, maybe it just passes, hit like barely his skin, and he said he felt it. I don't know. But it is under review. So the call does stand. So bases are now loaded for Austin Wells, who is 2 for 3 in today's game. He has 2 singles in this game. So big opportunity here in the bottom of the 8th for the Yankees to blow it up here, folks. And the pitch to Wells is ball 1. So it's a 1-0 count to Austin Wells. Two balls, no strikes now to Austin Wells. So it's a 2-0 count. So the bases are juiced. The bases are loaded here in the bottom of the 8th with 1 out. Yankees have an opportunity here to blow it all up here, folks. And here's the 2-0. And Wells hits that to right field. Play is made. And Bellinger will score, and it's a sac fly for Austin Wells. So Yankees do take a 2-1 lead here, folks. Runners on first and second now. Oswald Cabrera will be stepping up to the plate. So once again, good situational hitting. Hits that ball far enough. Barger does throw, but Bellinger slides into home. And he does score with absolutely no problems, folks. So good piece of hitting there by Austin Wells. It's a RBI sac fly for Austin Wells. We have runners on first and second now with 2 outs. Yankees have a 2-1 lead. 4, 5, 6 batters will be coming up here for the Blue Jays to try and keep this game alive. And it looks like Devin Williams will probably close this out. Oh, snapped over first, but Volpe is safe. So I thought he was way off. He was off the bag, but Volpe was able to get back on time. Yeah, it's looking that way there, Beagle. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Oswaldo Cabrera with 2 outs here. Runners on first and second. And here's the 1-1. And Cabrera pops that one up. And it looks like Barges will make the play for out number 3. But the Yankees do get a run here. They have a 2-1 lead going into the top of the 9th, folks. Yankees are going to try and close this out. It looks like Devin Williams will be coming into this game. And everybody hold on to your hats. Hold on to your pants. Hold on to whatever you can. Because Williams is coming in, and I know a lot of people are probably in panic mode right now with Williams coming in. But we'll see what happens. Well, let's hope he can close out the game. 4, 5, 6 batters coming up for the Blue Jays. Yankees have a 2-1 lead. So a very, very low scoring game by in this game. We're not bad hitting for both. They just were not able to add opportunities, but just could not make it happen. But let's see what Devin Williams does here in the top of the 9th here, folks. But we are in a commercial break. The game will resume here shortly. Devin Williams will look to try and close out this game. So top of the 9th is coming up. 4, 5, 6 batters are due up for the Blue Jays. And it looks like we are back to the game. Devin Williams is on the mound. He throws strike 1 to Springer. Springer is 0 for 3 in today's game. So Yankees have a 1-run lead. They are trying to close this game out here in the top of the 9th. You're good, Frederick. How's the draft, dude? How's day 2 of the draft? And here's the 0-1. He misses on that pitch. It's 1 ball, 1 strike now to Springer. Williams trying to close this game out. It's been a little bit rough so far in a few of these games that Williams has come in to try and close out. That pitch is outside for 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike here to Springer as Jimenez is waiting on deck. Yankees, they're winning 2-1, man. They're winning 2-1 right now. And here's the 2-1. 3-1 now to Springer. NFL draft is interesting. Good to know. What's interesting about it there, Frederick? And here's the 3-1. And that ball is hit into left field, and that'll drop in front of Bellinger. Springer is on there with a single to lead things off here in the top of the 9th. So Yankees have a 3-game series here against the Blue Jays. Travel to Baltimore. Have a 3-game set on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week against the Orioles. Have a day off on Thursday, and then they will host the Rays. So the tying run is on first base for the Blue Jays as Williams throws over to first. So Andres Jimenez is at the plate. He is 0 for 2 in today's game. Once again, Yankees trying to close out this game with the win. And it is 1-0 to Jimenez. So ball one. Yeah, Shedeur Sanders. What about him there, Frederick? So 1 ball, no strike to Jimenez. Ball 2. So 2-0 count now. So 2 balls, no strikes here to Jimenez. He's falling down? Like, meaning he's like, nobody drafted him and he keeps falling back. The infield is talking with Devin Williams, just trying to talk to him here. It looks like Austin Wells is out there as well, just trying to settle him down probably. So it is 2 balls and no strikes to Jimenez. Well, I mean, Frederick, I think he's overrated, honestly. And here's the 2-1. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Jimenez with a runner on first. Here's the pitch. Oh, and he hits him. Oh, boy. So it was a 2-2 pitch, and he hits him. So we got runners on first and second now, folks, with nobody out here in the top of the ninth. Mark Leiter Jr. is bullpen. Looks like he's up. So, not good to start off the 9th inning here for Devin Williams. Gives up a single to Springer, hits Jimenez, so nobody out. Runners on first and second. Kirk is coming up to the plate. So, what again, Yankees would need a big double play ball here, folks, as Williams checks second. Here's the pitch. And just misses with ball 1. So Williams in big trouble here. Williams sets. Here's the 1-0. And Kirk hits that to center field. Grisham running back, and it drops, bounces off the wall. 2 runs are going to score here. Springer will score. And it's 2 runs given up here by Devin Williams with a runner on second. Still nobody out. The Blue Jays take the lead 3-2, folks, on a 2-run double there by Alejandro Kirk. So Williams just cannot does not have it together. All right, Frederick. I see you change your profile picture. So cool, dude. Wow. Yeah, you had Springer and Jimenez. Like, Jimenez is running right behind him. So, yep, that'll take Devin Williams out. Barger, Clement, and Lukes are coming up. So I'm assuming they're probably bringing in Mark Leiter Jr. because he was warming up in the bullpen. But still nobody out. Runner on second. The Blue Jays now have a 3-2 lead, folks. Devin Williams, aka John Wetland. I mean, so far, man, it's not looking good. It's not looking good for him so far. Pretty disappointing for I must say. Absolutely frustrating. Oh, TC's in the building. He says Devin Williams can join Stroman, has never seen the mound again. Trash. Yeah, it's been a pretty he's had some pretty poor outings so far, man. I'm not really can't say I'm too happy with him right now. Not good, man. Not good. Howell says I do not want Williams with a 10-run lead. I mean, and it looks like Tyler Heineman is pinch running for Kirk. And Mark Leiter Jr. is in the game to pitch. So Barger's at the plate. It's an 0-1 count to Barger. And here's the 0-1, and that is hit to left field. And Heineman looks like he is going to score. It's a 4-2 game now, folks. And it's an RBI single for Barges. So this game has completely collapsed for the Yankees, folks. Bad bottom of the ninth, folks. Oh, man. Terrible. Terrible. So Barger will come out the game. Looks like another pinch runner here for the Blue Jays. It looks like Miles Straw is pinch running for Barges. So runner on first, nobody out, and that pitch is popped up, and Judge is right there to make the play finally for out number 1. So Nathan Lukes is at the plate. He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles as he takes ball 1. So this a very bad inning here for the Yankees. Bad top of the ninth. Hoffman is warming up in the bullpen for the Blue Jays. And Lukes fouls that one away. It's 1-1 count. So Grisham, Judge, and Rice are due up in the bottom of the ninth. So you're 1, 2, 3 batters, folks. And here's the pitch. And runner goes. Runner stops, gets back to first base. So runner will stay put at first. Straw was running, and then Wells threw it to Volpe. Volpe decided not to throw it, as if he did, I mean, Straw would have gotten back in time either way. So 2-1 count here to Luke's. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Straw's on first base. And here's the 2-1. That is a 2-2 count now. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And it's a full count now to Luke's. So 3 balls, 2 strikes here, folks. The Blue Jays have a 4-2 lead. They scored 3 runs here in the top of the 9th. So not exactly a great outing for Williams. Clearly, a terrible outing for him. As Leiter Jr. throws over to first to check on Straw. DM for sure, man. I mean, listen, if this is what we're going to get with Williams, make Weaver the closer. And runner's going to go. So Straw will go over to second as Jazz throws over to first for out number 2. So we have 2 outs here in the top of the 9th with a runner on second. And Bo Bichette is at the plate now. And it's a 1-0 count to Bo Bichette. So 2 outs here in the top of the 9th with a runner on second. The Blue Jays have a 4-2 lead. They scored 3 runs here in this inning. And there's a ground ball to Jazz. Throws over to first for out number 3. And we are going to the bottom of the 9th, folks. And Yankees have one last chance to at least try to tie this game up or take the win in the bottom of the 9th. But, top of the 9th, very disappointing. Very, very disappointing. Not a good outing by Devin Williams. As soon as he gave up those 2 runs, he was out. He was out. He got taken out. And at least Mark Leiter Jr. was able to close it out. I mean, he gave up the one run, but Williams was responsible for that runner. So, yeah, that was disappointing. But we are in a commercial break, folks, and I will take just a little mini break, and I will be right back. Don't go away. All right, so we are here in the bottom of the 9th. Jeff Hoffman is going to try and close this out against the Yankees. As the top of the order is up for the Yankees, the 1, 2, 3 batters here. So Heineman will take over pitching or catching duty. Springer's in right field. Straw's in center for the Blue Jays, as Trent Grisham fouls off the first pitch. He is 0 for 4 in today's game, folks. So Yankees love to win this in the bottom of the ninth. They're down 4-2. Bad outing by Devin Williams in the top of the ninth as he gave up 3 runs and blew the save. As Grisham pops that one up, but it is out of play. It is 0-2 now. Yeah, Beagle, Williams is a rental. So, I mean, if things are going like this, yeah, highly doubtful that the Yankees bring him back. You know, Luke Weaver's contract is up after this year too, but they should definitely bring back Weaver as long as he pitches well this season, which he has so far. And here's the 0-2. And it's a grounder hit to Vlad Jr. He will run it to first base. He says he's got it, and that is out number 1. Yeah, Ace, this is whack, man. This is so lame, dude. This is so lame. I mean, Williams had a bad outing, but, you know, honestly, the Yankees' bats suck too. You know, I'm not trying to take away from what Williams did, but Yankees' bats were just terrible. But yeah, I don't know what's. But we do have Aaron Judge, the captain, at the plate. And he takes strike 1. So 0-1 to Aaron Judge. He is 1 for 3 in today's game. And 1 ball, 1 strike now to Aaron Judge. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if it goes, I mean, if this is what Williams is, if this is what he is, I mean, you gotta give Luke Weaver the closer role, man. But it's a 1-1 count to Aaron Judge, as Judge fouls that one off. So it is 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Judge. Hoffman sets. Here's the 1-2. And he struck him out. So Judge strikes out. That is out number 2. LBTV. Well, I did have to jump ahead because, again, MLB TV. Ben Rice did double, folks. I just want to let everybody know I did jump ahead. Ben Rice did double, so there's a runner on second. It's a 1-0 count to Goldschmidt, and it is strike 1 to Goldschmidt, so it's a 1-1 count. One count, runner on second, bottom of the ninth, 2 outs. Here's the pitch, and Goldschmidt will pop that one up in the infield, and it looks like Jimenez will make the play for out number 3, and that is your ball game, folks. The Yankees lose 4-2 in a very bad, disappointing loss by the Yankees. So. Oh man, they had a 2-1 lead going into the top of the ninth, and then Devin Williams comes in, tries to close out the game, and he gives up 2 runs, taken out, and then Mark Leiter Jr. he gives up the 1, so they ended up scoring 3 runs in that game or in that inning, the Blue Jays top of the ninth. But Yeah, Yankees lose this game 4-2, folks. I mean, look, I'll just do a summary because I do have to get going. I'm going to close this out. But Yankees bats just weren't alive. They were getting a lot of hits, but leaving men on base. I mean, just to give you an idea here, Yankees, let's see, 1-for-9 with runners in scoring position, folks, and they left 11 men on base. That is piss poor. That is a piss poor performance from the bats. They did get a lot of hits, but just could not capitalize with runners in scoring position, and they left a lot of men on base. So that is atrocious. I mean, sure, TC. I mean, Nestor's hurt, so yeah, if you want, we could get a hurt Nestor back. That's cool. But once again, yeah, the Yankees bats just didn't come through. And the only person I could really give a compliment to is Carlos Carrasco, folks. I mean, really, Carrasco came in, started today's game. He pitched better than what a lot of us expected. Thank you, Al. I appreciate it. Yeah, 11 men left on base is ridiculous. It's unacceptable. And you're 1-for-9 with runners in scoring position. That should not happen. But like I was saying, Carrasco was like the highlight, really. Carrasco came in, he started today's game. He pitched better than what I expected. Honestly, I wasn't really expecting him to pitch the kind of game that he did, but he did. So kudos to him. Fernando Cruz came in and he did his job. Ian Hamilton did his job. I mean, Tim Hill, he was fine. Yeah, he gave up that solo home run to Vlad Guerrero Jr., but he did whatever he was supposed to do. Yeah, I we'll see what happens with Williams over time. But if this is like a thing, I don't want him in there. But I was nervous about him getting brought in. Oh, appreciate you, TC. Very kind words, man. Thank you, man. That means a lot. That really does mean a lot. Thank you so much. But I got worried. I'm not going to lie. I got worried with Williams coming in. It's not like, I know I seem very cool, calm, and collected on the outside, but on the inside, I'm like, I don't know about this. But once again, everything just imploded in the top of the ninth and the Yankees lose it. But what are we going to do, folks? But game is over. We can, dissect it however we want. The Yankees lost, bottom line. That's it. The Yankees lost. Yeah, he would have gotten 3 outs with 1 pitch. Yeah, for real, Pasty. Yeah, Clay 2.0. God. Yeah, Ace, nothing we could do, man. Nothing we could do. Bottom line, Yankees lost. That's it. I mean, we could slice and dice it however we want. Unfortunately, Devin Williams blew it. I hope he can turn it around, but it's right now. It's worrisome. It's worrisome. But you hope he gets better over time. But we'll see, man. We'll see. I know you and I talked about Williams a little bit there, Ace. So. Yeah, but if it keeps going like that, then they need to make Weaver the closer. If this is going to be an ongoing trend with Williams, but as of right now, you can't put him in these high level situations because he's been struggling. He's going to have to pitch at some point. You're not going to you're not going to hold him in the bullpen forever and not use him. He's going to get used, but you can't bring him in high leverage situations though. At this point, you got to do what you did with Clay Holmes. Take him out of the closer situation and put him in there, 7th, 8th inning. It might put him a little bit more at ease. Because if you saw that with Clay Holmes last year, as when they took him out of the closer position and they put Luke Weaver in, Clay Holmes looked a lot more comfortable on the mound. So, but that's where we're at, folks. That's where we're at. But folks in the chat, I'm going to shut things down here. So I do appreciate all of you tuning in to the live stream. You all tuned in with me for a little over 3 hours, so thank you all very much. It is greatly appreciated. So I probably will not be streaming tomorrow afternoon's game. But then again, I did hear that there might not be a game because of rain. So there might be a doubleheader on Sunday. So we'll see how I work that out if there is no game tomorrow. But Yankees lose tonight. Let's hope they can win the next two and win the series before heading off to Baltimore on a 3-game set. But Yankee schedule doesn't get any easier, folks. I mean, it only gets harder. But Yankees could only hopefully win some more games here. So we'll see how things turn out in this series. But folks, again, thank you again for coming through. Thank you all again for hanging out. Once again, Yankees lose this game 4-2. Make sure you all hit that like button on the way out if you haven't yet. If you're watching this on the rerun, hit that like button. It does really help out the channel. So I would greatly appreciate that. Continue spreading the word about this channel. Share this channel out. Let's continue growing this channel. I would appreciate that. And if you're new and you're watching this, hit that subscribe button. All right, join in on the conversation. I would greatly appreciate it. But you folks have a good night. Get some sleep. Don't worry about it. And hopefully the Yankees can win the next two. And as always, let's go Yankees. Have a great night, everybody. You all take it easy. Have a good weekend.